morning and welcome to Winnipeg. We had a really nice sunrise this morning, about 10 minutes ago. It's in my computer, so maybe I'll add it to today's episode at the end. And I realized that I had forgotten to add yesterday's sunrise. It wasn't anything special, but what I'll do is I'll layer them one on top of the other. I'll run them both at the same time, at the same speed. Yeah, and you can just compare yesterday morning's to the one we just had here moments ago. Now, speaking of yesterday, wasn't that funeral procession that they had in the UK fantastic? You folks in the UK are to be commended. That was tremendous. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. In all likelihood, the entire world has never seen anything like that before. What a wonderful tribute to such a wonderful person. Yeah, I didn't talk too much about that yesterday, and I know one of the viewers kind of got after me, and because I didn't say anything nice about the Queen. Now, you're not going to see that comment because I have since deleted it, because there were other things that were said that I thought were very unkind. And we as YouTube creators, we get that all the time. I don't talk about it very often. I either unfriend those people or delete the comments, so you don't see them. Now, just let me quickly interrupt here. YouTube had already put it into my hold for review box. And YouTube is getting pretty savvy at knowing what is a nice comment and what isn't. And if they think there's anything in the comment that is derogatory, they're going to automatically put it into a file that is called hold for review. And then I can either allow it to be seen by the viewers or delete it myself. Well, I deleted it. It was kind of nasty. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I guess we have trolls on the internet, and they are, trying to get a rise out of people, and quite frankly, it does. It gets a rise out of you. I mean, I'm talking about it now, right? Anyway, we did come back to the model table yesterday afternoon. And we got all our parts here ready now to drop down on the deck for step 45. And I think we may as well get going here. I am pretty sure we're going to be flipping the page to 46 before the end of the day. There isn't that much to do, actually. Everything's made and painted. Oh, I painted these. We'll talk about that in the rollback. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but my windows were all fogged up on the outside. So the humidity outside must be about 101%. Anyway, let's roll back. Okay, continuing right along here this evening. I have removed the 3 major gun pieces off of the painting blocks that we used. How long ago was it that we did these? Must be a couple of months ago. And also the 5 G3s. I think when yesterday's episode I called these C3s. I meant G3s. Oh, and at the beginning of yesterday's episode, I think I said something to the effect of, I would be amiss if I said nothing. I should have said I would be in remiss if I said nothing. I'm sorry about that. Actually, I'm not that sorry, but I just thought I'd correct myself there. Okay, so now these are going to go right there. And I think that being as these tall vents have to go in behind, it only makes sense we put the vents on first, and that way they're going to be out of then these won't be in the way, in other words. Yeah, so let's find these. We need a C8, a C9, and then Over here we need an H26. So let's get those 3 pieces. Okay, we have C9 and a C8. Now, you notice we've got parts here for a couple of more boats. And just over here there's another one. So there's at least 2 more boats that we have parts for. But I do not remember seeing that we have to make any more boats. At least not for the Rodney. It could be these were for the Nelson. I'm not sure. Seems to me I already looked for that already. All right, okay, let's get these cleaned up, and maybe I'll paint them the 77 instead of the 56. They're going to be sort of back underneath everything and out of sight anyway. If they don't match perfectly with all the other mushroom vents, well, it's the way it goes. H26. Now, I remember when I saw these push-out pin marks on the on some of the other pieces like this, and I was thinking, now why would they have it on the side that faces out that you see, because the vent and so on? But then when I realized that the vent goes in against the barbette or whatever it happens to be, well, yeah, then it makes sense that the push-out pin marks go on this side. Just a point of interest there. Okay, you're probably thinking, that doesn't look like the 77, that looks like the 56. Well, it is the 56. I was going to paint them the 77, and then I was noticing that all the other parts that are similar to this, they were done in the 56. So that's what I did. I will be so glad when we're done with this 56. Okay, we have all our parts now for step 45, as near as I can tell anyway. And we're going to have to wait for these to dry now. That'll be in the morning. So, we'll see you in the morning. Okay, it is morning, and we are repositioned here. And we are going to try and be extra careful this morning and not bend this. Okay, I just got off the phone with Jared at iTech Computers here in Winnipeg. He's the guy that, they're the people that built the computer that I've been using for the last few months. And I've been having a problem with the video card not being able to be compatible with or maybe handle the requirements that DaVinci Resolve 18 Studio requires. I get an error message and then it freezes up and everything shuts down. Now this is only when I'm doing 8K. It has nothing to do with the 4K 60, which is what I'm doing right now. Now, anyway, notice this little bump on here? I'll recompose here. We had a little bump like that on another part, and I thought it was supposed to be there. But I'm realizing now that this has got something to do with something else. So we're going to have to get that off of there, because I think that when we try to put this gun down on it, yeah, it's going to sort of hold it up, so it's not going to want to go down square. So anyway, being careful here now, Ron. Now be careful. Okay, once again, I think I'll use my little photo etch cutter here, and we'll use it like a chisel. And I don't want to press on it, because if I press on it and then it suddenly lets go, I'm going to end up going right in and bust something off. So I'm going to use the tapping again. That seemed to work all right last time. What I need is a little hammer, so I don't have a little hammer. I'm just going to use this. Okay, it's basically flush. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Now this hole is almost too far in because right now this vent is leaning up against this splinter rail. Now, do you remember way back when we put this part down, we had to make that little spacer up because it was, one of the viewers said that it might possibly be that now this part is going to be too far back, and yet on the other hand, when I placed it down on the deck, it fit perfectly onto the outline. Now, don't go poking this. Yeah. Okay, let's just glue it in place then. It's just, I don't think on the real ship they'd have it up there. They would have it rubbing against the splinter rail. They might have had it fastened to it somehow, though, with sort of a bracket to keep it from swaying. Okay, so let's just take it out of there, and we'll recompose. Now, very careful here. I'll put the macro lens on. Okay, I'm going to try really hard here not to get my hands in your vision. And I'm holding this just a little bit differently, holding it from the top instead of from the bottom. Okay, if I shove this right up against the splinter wall, it's more or less vertical. Okay, we got that one. Let's reposition and get the square one. For some reason that does not seem like it went in there. It just sort of, did it get on there crooked, or did it actually go into the hole? Once again, you can see it better than me. I think it went down into the hole. Alright, let's quit playing with it. Okay, I'm going to pull it out because or maybe twist it slightly to the right here. It doesn't seem to be square. Okay, I twisted it probably about 5 degrees or so. But when I push it down, well, I guess it's in. I guess it's in. I'll know when I get to the computer because I'll be able to see if it drops in the hole or not. You've already seen it. Now, do I want this pointed straight astern? That's the way it's depicted in the manual. But might it look a little bit better if it was slightly, maybe about 10 degrees off? Yeah, it makes more sense to me that it would be not aiming where this gun is going to go. Mind you, this particular gun would probably be more elevated than it is. Okay, let's put the other one on this. I think that's going to be okay. Right here. Very gently run. You know what? I felt that. I felt those things brushing against my finger. You know what that means, right? Okay. All right. Maybe I should have done a dry run here. Okay, just let me enlarge this hole chemically. Now being very careful not to bend our gun sights here. There we go, we're down. Now this one I think should face directly astern. Okay, does that look right? I'm looking straight down on it right now. That looks pretty good. From the side, we're not going to be able to tell if it's off a little bit anyway, but still. Okay, yeah. Okay, our H-26. I didn't do a dry run, so I'm hoping it's going to fit. This might have been a mistake here. Okay. I can see that the only way it's going to fit is if I nip about 3 millimeters off the bottom. Not quite straight. Okay, there we go. Maybe I better move this out of the way here a little bit. I had wanted it to sit on the top. Does that look like it's all the way down? I know it is supposed to slope a little bit this way. Yeah, I think it's down. Okay, I'm going to just do the other 4 the same way and get them done. And the last one. I wonder what's supposed to go here in these 4 little holes. Looks like holes for a hose reel or something. But I checked the manual a minute ago and I don't see where it's supposed to go down, at least not in this step. Okay. Step 45 is done. Step 46. I was going to say it looks the same, but it's not. Okay, little boxes to put down. We've already got those made. We do have to make up another ladder. I think I'll probably just quickly go ahead and do that off camera, because it looks like the exact same ladder that we did before. In fact, I think it is. It says the D15. And where was it here? I thought we did it on the last step. Oh, D15. There it is there. Okay. Yeah, it's the same ladder, only it goes on this side now. Okay, and it looks like some sort of a windlass again. It goes right here. Makes sense. Another one goes right here. Got that? Oh, here's that. I was talking about the hose reel. Drops into those 4 holes right there. Okay. All right. Another one of these guns with a gun tub. It looks like we're going to have to probably. Did I make a little pedestal for this one as well? I think I did. Okay. Anyway, let's. You know what? I think I'm going to call this episode quits here. What do we got here? Yeah, can you see the clock? Okay, it's 1:14. Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits here for this afternoon, folks. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.